Joining us out of Washington, Mary Ellen O'Toole, former senior profile with the FBI. And from St. Louis, Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman, retired Army, the author of the book, Stop Teaching Our Kids to Kill, a call to action against TV, movie, and video game violence. You know, Colonel, I loved the war games when I was a kid. I had guns, I ran around, I watched the Westerns. And as I grew to an adult, I didn't have much interest in guns or violence or any of that. So are you sure there's a correlation between what children see on TV and movies and all of that and how they behave?
You know, Bill, when I was a kid, and I'll bet you too, we never buckled our seatbelts. Every kid I know never buckled their seatbelts, and we were all just fine. But buckling the kids in the seats was a dang smart idea, and it saved lives. What we're talking about here is a causal factor in the equation. I'm our nation's #1 law enforcement trainer. More contact hours and more contact days. I got a best-selling video series for citizens to mentally prepare for the battle. And we are doing with these video games, these simulators, these murder simulators, we are providing the same conditioning and the same training to children that we provide to adults in high-quality videos and simulations, and that we provide to military and law enforcement in simulators. These are murder simulators. They rehearse the action. There has never been a juvenile mass murder in the school in human history until a double homicide in the late 70s. And today, juvenile mass murders are everywhere.
So you think it's the video game internet culture that's so intense and so personal because it's unlike watching TV or a movie, you're sitting in a big theater with a whole bunch of other people. This is very personal. It's you and the screen, and you're actually doing the shooting. But I'll submit to you, Colonel, that 99 out of 100 children who play those games aren't violent children. It's the one that has something going on that acts out.
You know, 99 out of 100 kids can go a lifetime not have their seatbelt on. But it's the 1 in 100 that doesn't have a seatbelt on.
Do you want to ban all of those games? Do you want to ban those games?
What we need to do, Bill, is we need to understand that the very sickest games and the very sickest movies are very, very sick indeed. And the kids who gave us Jonesboro in the middle school, Columbine in the high school, Virginia Tech in the colleges, are now adults giving us Aurora, Colorado, and Sandy Hook School.
All right, so you do see a direct correlation. This is not business as usual. Do you, Ms. O'Toole, do you see it that way? Do you think that the society is becoming more violent because of this internet and mass media concentration on it?
My experience is that there are people in the United States who have a propensity for violence, and I understand that that's a strong statement, but that's been my experience.
More so than other countries? More so than Australia and Canada and Great Britain? We're more violent?
The quality of our violence is different, and when I really took note of that, especially when it comes to mass homicides with adolescents and young adults as following Columbine, that really presented a new normal for us. And that propensity for violence can be exacerbated, can be increased by variables like how you're raised, what you view on TV or video games for a small group of people that are significantly but negatively influenced by negative stimuli like violent videos, violent violent movies.
What is the difference between a child who has a propensity for violence here in the United States and one in Canada? I don't know what the difference is.
Let me give you an angle on this, Bill. Stanford Med School and controlled double-blind medical research demonstrated that when we turn off TV, movie, and video games in a school, we immediately cut violence in half, we cut bullying in half, and we raise test scores double digits. It's also, incidentally, the most effective juvenile obesity reduction program ever demonstrated. Now, here's solid research. It's now been replicated in the entire school district.
But they have those stimulation factors in Canada and Australia and Great Britain.
Indeed they do. And Canada had Tabor, Alberta. Australia had this is a worldwide phenomenon. Wherever there's the media violence, this is not just America. In Belgium, a sicko got in the daycare center with a butcher knife and hacked 12 little babies in the crib.
No, that's true. It's all over the world.
In China,
but it just seems that we have more of a concentration of it here. All right, very interesting discussion. I'm gonna continue it. I've got a break now, but I'll bring you guys back. Thank you.